All right, Alex at Glen-Holmes from eXp, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
That's all right. Now I've got some questions for you about eXp and your experience so far with eXp. How's it been?
Great. Something that I heard about and found out about a good 6 months before it was, actually longer than that, 10 months before it was launched in Australia.
Yes.
So I got to do a lot of research with the guys from America and a lot of training with them prior to it launching here.
Yeah.
I like to know the ins and outs. So it's been great. It's a fantastic concept with so much opportunity.
Absolutely. And what do you like about it? Or what do you love about it?
I love the fact that I have freedom to work it the way I want to work it. My core business now is training, but I love real estate. So it gives me the opportunity to be able to have my own boutique agency without having huge overheads.
Mm-hmm.
And I can work it to suit me. And that's the beauty of it. It goes with my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Apart from what I do with real estate, I also run another business with my husband because I obviously don't have enough to do.
Yeah, exactly.
So it gives me that freedom to be able to work between different things. It gives me the freedom to be able to list and sell properties still as a boutique agency. And I can grow that agency if I choose to. If I want it to get bigger, I can.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of it. Rarely in real estate can you find an office that says, here, let me put you on and let me work into your time frame, and whatever hours suit you, that's fine, just come in then. It doesn't exist. We all know real estate, you're on the clock virtually 24 hours a day, or a lot of people think you're on the clock 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
This gives me the opportunity to work the hours I want. It gives me the opportunity to spend time with family. I now look after my grandchildren one day a week, and we have what we call nanny day. We have great fun. I couldn't do that working in your normal standard agency.
Do you know what you said that I haven't thought about before? Like eXp is a lifestyle choice, isn't it? It's like,
Very much so.
I say living on the Gold Coast is a lifestyle choice, but so's eXp, for all the reasons that you just said. But another thing that I've mentioned on so many of the other videos that I've done like this, talking to people that have joined eXp, is that I notice that everybody looks so relaxed like you do. It's like if I interviewed another real estate agent or a principal at a business in your traditional model, they're not as relaxed as what we are. I can tell you that now.
No.
They don't have the lifestyle choices that we have because of their overheads, their staff issues, their, all of those things we don't have.
And I think because we have that more not relaxed towards business, but relaxed in ourselves, more comfortable in ourselves opportunity, it translates into our transactions with our vendors, with our buyers.
Yes.
We're more relatable.
Yes.
People can see that you're doing it because it's something you love to do. There's not that desperation behind it of, I have to get so many listings this month or my boss is going to kill me.
Yeah, or they can't pay the bill.
That relates
whatever.
Through.
Yes.
That's right. And people have got very comfortable with, I found, I haven't been out looking for listings, but I've got people contacting me saying, can you please put my house on the market? Which is a nice place to be.
That's what you want, isn't it?
And I think it's been word of mouth, because I have done no advertising whatsoever, because I've actually been very busy with the training side of it. So the fact that I've got these people coming back going, you know what, I like the way you do it. You're so much more comfortable to work with. I don't feel like I'm just one in a queue as far as being a client.
Yes.
It's more personal. So people are liking that side of it as well.
Yeah, awesome.
And they love to get involved with the story. The fact that this is something new doesn't frighten them. They're actually more excited about it. And I found my clients are actually like, I want to help make this work for you. What can I do to help you? So
awesome.
It's a total mind shift, totally different to what your traditional real estate is.
Absolutely. I mean, the vendors are listing with you who they you know, they respect and they want to help them, but they're also excited about the way that you're doing it, the different ways that we're now being able to sell real estate. Yeah, no, it's incredible, isn't it? So how does building a team look like for you? Like, you've already started building your team, haven't you?
I have. And I've got to admit, I'm very selective who I want on my team.
Yes.
Because I want the right people there. So
Yes.
I'm not after every Tom, Dick and Harry. I'm not in a recruitment phase, so to put it. It's more people that I think the opportunity would suit.
Yes.
When they're sort of saying, because I get a lot of people coming to me saying, do you know of any agencies looking for people and whatnot?
Oh, of course they would, with your real
if
estate
it's
training.
Someone that's so if it's someone that's been in real estate for a while, and they're just dissatisfied and they're looking for a change, I'm asking them why. Yes. Why is it you're looking for a change? What is it you're looking for? And it's amazing how many of them will say to me, I don't really know, but I'm just not happy with where I am. And not necessarily the agency. It's quite often where they are in their own career, where they are in their own point in life.
Yes.
So I've found I've got a few people that are looking at coming on at the moment that have been in real estate for a long time, but like myself, have other businesses as well. And they've gone, you know what, we're watching what you're doing, and that suits my time frame. That suits where I am. I want to be able to spend more time. And now in New South Wales, since we have the reforms, there is no such thing as a part-time agent.
No.
So if you're working for an agency and you're on commission only, you've got to make sure that you're hitting their straps. Now, when you're doing that for someone else, or you feel like it's for someone else, you don't have as much strife there. When it's for yourself and you feel that pressure off, you're more likely to do it by natural attrition without going out looking to do it. It's amazing what comes to you. So that's something that we've sort of spoken about, and that's where they've gone, you know what, I love what you're talking about,
and the lifestyle.
Look at it,
everything.
So, I don't look at it as recruiting. I look at it as when people ask me what's there, same as I would recommend them to go to whatever agency I think would be best for them. If this is something that I think will be best for them, and absolutely. A lot of people I have found around that 50 age group, they're really sort of the ones that are saying, like, I'll be 60 in 10 years. What do I want the next 10 years to look like? What do I want to build? And a lot of them are looking at building their superannuation in that time. And this also gives them that perfect opportunity with the shares that we get offered as well. So as I say, that's your superannuation you don't have to think about.
Absolutely. So they can list and sell real estate now, they can build their share portfolio, and they can recruit a team which can become their superannuation in the revenue share as well. So it's perfect for people that are
like-minded people.
Yeah, exactly.
Very much.
All right. And they'd be very lucky to have you, because you can help them with all the training and all that sort of thing as well. So that's something when, you know, anybody considering joining your team, definitely. All right. So what other models did you look at, and why did you choose eXp, apart from what we've already discussed?
Glutton for punishment, and I love a challenge. It's probably the first thing. It was something that was so different to anything that's available at the moment in Australia. It was, and I know for a lot of people, the technology side is what excites them. To be quite honest, I've never been involved with gaming or anything like that. So I'm still getting my head around that side of it.
Yes.
What one of the things I loved about it was, as I said, as a boutique agency, it was a matter of, for a very small fee each month, I was getting access to RP data, access to a CRM, which would normally cost me an awful lot more to do any of that. It would cost me more than double to do that just going out on my own. Absolutely. And also as far as advertising goes. So it's like, it's different to a franchise model. It's more a market cooperative model. in that sense.
Yes.
I also liked, rather than going out as an independent, apart from the costs involved, that there's a team building across Australia, and we're all from different groups, but the coercion and the cooperation and the working with each other, and if someone has an issue, it's like, how can you help me out? And they're getting the advice. To have that opportunity, especially, so too many independents I find go out on their own and they're not kept up to date with what's happening as far as training and advancement and the way things are changing in the industry.
Yes.
By being something like this, you're being kept up to date, you're being kept ahead of the game, if anything. Plus, you've got that backup there all the time, which you don't have as an independent. And quite often in franchise models, you don't have that backup anyway. So there's just so many more opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, I've been blown away by the culture that we've created. You know, that the foundations that kind of joined eXp to start with, and you know that the what do they call it? Like the values of eXp. How everybody has just, you know, really lived to those values, and the culture that we've created of helping people, you know, helping others within our team or without, you know, outside of our team, as you said, has just really blown me away. Everybody's just been above and beyond and over the top as far as support, training, help. It's just been incredible. Just
the other thing that I loved getting, because I mean, I started in January, so it was within the first month of it being in operation.
Yes.
So I knew it wasn't going to be an easy ride, because you're building something new, you're part of that, which that excited me as well. The other thing I loved was the fact that we can speak to head office, we can speak to higher up, that if things aren't working, and because Australia very different to America, so we do things very differently.
Yes.
So there were some things that we had to do slightly differently, and until we started trying and putting these things into place, we weren't going to know how they worked.
Exactly.
So it's been great that we've been able to have the input, as in this is working or this isn't working, with the reforms that went on in New South Wales in March last year. So we've just got everything organised and everything running. And then the whole game changed in New South Wales. So to be part of keeping the compliance up to date with that, it's just lovely to be with a company that's happy to hear what you have to say.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes they'll agree, sometimes they won't. But to be able to have a voice, whereas when you're part of an agency or part of a franchise, you don't usually have that voice.
No, exactly.
So
no,
that's been really nice.
I agree with that too. Okay, so for those considering joining eXp, what would you say? So people that are just sitting back watching, you know, they aren't the early adopters, they aren't the ones that want to jump in like we did. What would you say to them?
What have you got to lose? Really, what have you got to lose? There's nothing worse, and this was another reason that I jumped on board early. Too often I have had opportunities early on in the piece that things have been starting up and people have said jump on board, and I've erred on the side of caution, and I've missed out on this. So I had decided that I wasn't going to let that happen again. I had nothing to lose.
Yes, and everything to gain.
Yeah. My business is my reputation, which I've built up over years. So I don't think it really matters where I go. And I've actually proved that. It didn't matter where I went. People knew me. So yes, years ago, people dealt with a franchise with a name. Now they deal with a person.
Absolutely.
So if you have done the right thing in your career and you've built up a following, you've got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
If you don't like it and it doesn't work for you, and I say to people, give it 12 months because you can't judge any earlier than that, really.
Yeah.
If you find it's not for you, and it's not going to be for everyone, what have you got to lose? Go back to your traditional real estate agencies.
Exactly.
So as long as you've done the right thing, people are going to still want you back.
Yeah. No, I
agree. There's got nothing to lose.
I agree.
And everything to gain.
100%. All right. Was there anything else you'd like to say?
Not really, just come in, have fun, join us and see where it can take you, because the sky's the limit.
I agree. Thank you so much for sharing today. And yeah, it's been a ride, and we're still going. And it's exciting. It's been fun. It's been rewarding. It's been everything.
And it's still only early days. We've got so much growth to go.
We do. All right. Thanks a lot, Alex.
Thanks, Lisa.